We got some very unfortunate and scary news from Rays minor league pitcher Tyler Zombro. He was hit in the head after a line drive, right back at him. It was absolutely scary, Mario. He was convulsing on the mound. He was like face down on the mound, and he was convulsing. He ended up being stretched off the field, which I'm praying for him because that stuff is absolutely scary. It was a game between the Norfolk Tides and the Durham Bulls, which, in case you don't know, the Norfolk Tides are a Triple-A affiliate of the Baltimore Orioles, and the Durham Bulls are the Triple-A affiliates of the Tampa Bay Rays. He was transported to Duke University Hospital in Durham, North Carolina, and the game was called. The Tides were winning 12-4, and they ended up calling the game after that in the eighth inning. So, a little bit of info on Tyler Zombro himself. He's been with the Rays organization since 2017. He was signed as an undrafted free agent out of George Mason, and he has a 3.18 ERA this season and a 2.79 career ERA in the minors. So you know what, Mario? Let me go first. But before I do, this article was written by David Schoenfield, who was an ESPN senior writer. So let me go first, okay? First of all, I'm praying for Tyler Zombro because that was absolutely scary. I'll put the video of it in the description down below if you want to check it out. But the video will also be in the article as well. So if you want to look at that as well, you can. Let me explain something to you, okay? I don't ever want to hear these words come out of anybody's mouth. Pitching is safe. I don't ever want to hear that come out of his mouth. I don't care if it's from Mario or Stephen A. Smith or Steven Jackson or Gilbert Arenas. I don't care who says it. I don't want to hear those words come out of anybody's mouth, okay? Now, am I calling out the MLB or minor league baseball? Absolutely not. Because I'm going to be honest with you, Mario, no matter what you do to try and make pitching safe, it's not going to be safe. Let's admit it. You're 60 feet away from home plate. You're throwing a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. Let me get a little scientific, okay? I'm going to look up a photo that I actually had for a couple of years now. Let me just look at it real quick. It's in relation to what I'm about to say, okay? Let me just go up. Here it is. All right. It says a 90-mile-an-hour fastball takes 0.4 seconds to react to the plate. Hitters have 0.15 of a second to reach it. So we threw a 90-mile-an-hour fastball, right, down home plate. And then let's just say that was a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. I'm not sure if that was a fastball or whatever. But I look at that, right? When that ball is hit as a line drive, it's going 10, 15 miles an hour faster than the way you threw that. So that ball is coming back at you in triple digits. You want to tell me pitching is safe? Now, I'm taking it from personal experience. I've gotten hit from a line drive, not in the head, thank God, because I don't think I'd be talking to you guys right now if that was the case. But I've gotten hit in like the ankle, the foot, the knee, but I've never gotten hit in the head. But I've gotten hit in the back a couple of times as well. It's scary. It can be very, very scary. You know what I mean? And it's very costly too, especially when you get hit in the head. You know what I mean? I just don't want to hear people saying pitching is safe, but it's not. And I'm not going to call out the MLB again because no matter what you do, I just don't think it's going to be safe. No matter what you do. Like, you could put a helmet on our head and we still wouldn't be safe. And now you may be wondering, well, why isn't that the case? Why don't you guys wear protective gear or whatnot? And the reason why it's the case is because if we wear that kind of gear, and given that we have to be durable, we have to go as starters, we have to go a certain distance in the game. That gear adding more weight to us will make us more tired. You know what I mean? Because you're moving with so much weight on you. You have to throw like 5, 6, maybe 7 innings, depending on what you do. You throw like 90, 100 pitches. That's gonna make us more tired. So that's why we don't do that. But I don't know, Mario. Like, I look at this, it's absolutely scary. And this isn't uncommon either. Does it happen a lot? No, but it is relatively common in baseball. It's something that you see quite a lot. But to get hit off the head, that's not really all that common. We don't see that a lot, especially now. Back in the day, you did, but not now. It still happens, but it's absolutely disgusting to see. Like, ugh. Now, is it the hitter's fault? No. Again, these types of things happen. It's an unfortunate, absolutely, but I just don't think no matter what you do to try and make pitching safe, it's just not going to be safe. But especially from this type of stuff too. And if you're a pitcher out there, just be careful because these things come back at you pretty damn quick. Like I'm talking like 100 miles an hour back at you in like less than a second, probably like a millisecond. And a millisecond's like that, maybe even less than a snap. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I'm wishing a speedy recovery to Tyler Zombro. That was absolutely scary, and I do wish him the best of luck. And by the way, he is in stable condition. One thing that I did forget to mention, so that's some good news there. And best of luck to the Norfolk Tides. Best of luck to the Durham Bulls. Um, and we'll see what happens moving forward, Mario. Hopefully, he can recover from this.
Right. Well, they say he's in a stable condition, which that's some good news. But again, I do wish him the best of luck in a full recovery. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Nate. First of all, I feel like sometimes baseball is one of the most dangerous sports. Okay, I really do. And a lot of people we talk to about baseball, and you remember this, they're like, baseball isn't that dangerous. All you do is hit a baseball and throw a ball, or blah, blah, blah. You're not getting hit by like a football player or a hockey player, or you're not getting punched in the face. Okay. You let me know how you just let me know how you would respond to a 99-mile-per-hour fastball coming at your head, or a 90-mile-per-hour fastball coming at your head, or a baseball in general coming at you. It doesn't feel good. Okay, I understand that like when players get hit in the back, it looks like it doesn't phase them, but at the same time, you're going to get a welt. Okay, you're getting a welt on your body. It's as simple as that. Okay, like, and if people, I remember one kid told me that like baseball isn't that dangerous. I said, let me show you a video, and I showed him the video of Chapman when he got hit when he threw the 105 and it came back at him when I think Hosmer hit it, and
Yeah, that was scary.
right,
Just watching that.
exactly, and again, for you to say baseball is not dangerous, it's not true. Because that ball, you are whamming that ball at some, you are whamming that ball trying to get a strike or whatever. Sometimes it slips out the hand wrong and it hits somebody. And again, it's sometimes baseball could be a very unsafe sport. And the weird thing about it, Nate, is this: when parents don't want their kids to play football, they put their kids in baseball or basketball. Let me explain something. I understand that, okay? I understand you're getting hit in football. I understand that you're getting tackled. I understand all of that. But if your kid, knock on wood, that it doesn't happen to nobody, but if your kid gets hit with a baseball, you don't think that hurts?
Yeah,
Like I understand like the risk for injury is probably less in baseball, but regarding like getting hit by a pitch, but regardless, you're gonna tell me that if you get hit by that pitch, it doesn't hurt?
I still
Like,
have a couple of marks on my back after getting hit a couple of times in the back as a pitcher.
right. Usually, and that's what I'm saying. That's what doesn't make any sense. Like it annoys me when people say baseball is a safe sport because at times, yes, at times, no, because again, that ball is coming at you so fast, and it's not just hitters that got to worry about getting hit. It's not just the pitchers. Look, think about the infielders too.
Think about the fans too, because some fields don't even have fan protection.
Right. You go back and you think about when Almora on the Cubs ended up hitting the ball and it hit the little girl. It's a
Right.
scary situation. He didn't
And then
mean
there
to hit.
was an incident at Fenway where the bat swung out of the dude's hand and it hit the woman in the face. Like now, obviously MLB has made some drastic measures to increase the netting around the foul net, but anything below MLB, you look at some like AA or single A ballparks, they don't have that. You know what I
Right.
mean? So you also got to be wary of the fans too, and even the bat boys too, because sometimes they're around there as well. I know some ballparks still have bullpens that are right on the what do you call it? The foul area at the the warning track. That's what they call it, right around there. So some ballparks still have that, even though that's a method used 100 years ago.
Now, see, now going to it, Nate. Here's what I think they could do, the MLB, if they wanted to prevent this stuff from happening. Which, by the way, this has been happening for so long that I
Yeah,
don't think they're really gonna do anything to prevent it. What they could really do, and I just thought about this, is in softball, right? Some pitchers have that mask over their head.
yeah, yeah.
That's something they could consider.
They could consider that. Yeah,
Like I wouldn't have a problem with that. That mask seems pretty light and everything like that. But I understand your point. If you wear more gear, you're gonna end up getting more tired because there's more weight on you, and you need all your weight to throw the pitch. I understand that. But yeah. I mean, as for Tyler Zombro, man, I do wish him the best of luck. I wish him a full recovery. I'm glad that he is in a stable condition. Again, though, it is unlucky what happened to him, how he got hit, and it's a scary hit, and it got him not in like the face or anything, but it got him in the back. It looked like kind of like on the air, which
yeah.
that
Kind of like right around here, something.
right, because if you get hit in the air, you start getting you're not again, when you get hit in the air, it messes kind of with your equilibrium
Hmm.
and everything like that, which is a problem with a lot of boxers, which is why when you see them get hit in the air area, they end up kind of like getting all woozy throughout the fight, or they not woo, but they end up like kind of getting it messes with their equilibrium, so they're not the same. Put it that way. But again, with that being said, for Tyler Zombro, I do wish him the best of luck, and it is really unlucky what happened to him. As for people who say baseball is safe, look at some of the plays, and you'll realize it's not.
Just look up MLB injuries, and then you'll just be like,
Absolutely.
oh yeah, now
Like
I get what these guys are saying.
absolutely. Look up what happened to Chapman. Look up what happened to Kevin Pillar. And not even that, like the infielders, if a line drive comes at them and they don't react fast enough, they get hit with that too. Not only that, if you want to go to the outfield when a ball is going towards like the wall and they jump and they put their whole body into the wall to make that catch, like that don't feel good neither.
Look at
You
some
literally
diving. Look at some diving plays while running the bases, or even just plays in general, and even some catcher injuries are pretty brutal too.
right. So again, with that being said, I'm not saying parents don't put your kids in baseball. I believe a kid, if they want to play a sport, they should play whatever sport they choose,
Absolutely.
as long as they take the safety measures to do it. But again, for people who say baseball is a safe sport and it's not as dangerous, there are some times where it's even more dangerous than football. I'm going to be real. So,
Absolutely.
with that being said, the only thing I can end this with is I wish Tyler Zombro the best of luck and a speedy and full recovery.